Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Fantastic Five. This week we're counting down the most tragically underused members of DC's Teen Team Supreme, the Teen Titans. Since their debut in 1964, the Teen Titans have featured some of DC's most prominent characters. Whether it was during their original incarnation when the team was made up of the sidekicks of DC's most famous heroes, during the New Teen Titans era when the new team lineup was the publisher's hottest title, or during the Young Justice era when the team included legacy versions of the original roster. In the time between and since those three eras, there have been a number of really interesting team members who have never truly gotten their due, and deserve a little more time in the spotlight. On to the list. Number 5, Argent. Probably the most overlooked era of Teen Titans history is the incarnation of the team from the mid-90s, led by a de-aged Ray Palmer, aka the Atom. And of that version of the team, probably the most notable character is Argent, a half-alien with the ability to make weapons and lasers out of ill-defined silver stuff the same way a Green Lantern makes weapons and lasers out of ill-defined green stuff. Despite an interesting arc about learning to take her role as a superhero seriously, Argent has barely appeared in the last few years, and not at all so far in the New 52. Someone should make that happen. Number 4, Captain Marvel Jr. As far as teen heroes go, it seems like the Marvel family should be shoo-ins for membership in the Titans. And yet, the most that has ever happened is a brief tenure by Captain Marvel Jr., who called himself CM3 at the time, as well as a stint on the team by Marvel family adjacent character Kid Eternity. If the Titans want a real powerhouse on their team and the writers want interesting characters, they should think about adding Captain Marvel Jr., or better yet, Mary Marvel. Unfortunately, the two of them barely exist in the New 52 universe, where I guess they'd have to be called Shazam Jr. and, Mary Shazam or some nonsense. Number 3, Blue Beetle. The third Blue Beetle, Jamie Reyes, was a member of the Teen Titans for a few years after teaming up with them to fight Lobo and the aliens who are the source of his powers. Jamie should be a no-brainer for the team, as an eager young hero doing his best to live up to the legacy of the mantle that he has inherited, which is a central theme of the Teen Titans series. Nevertheless, Jamie has not been affiliated with the team since the New 52 reboot, and his own series was cancelled in 2013. If he can't have his own series, the Titans would be a good home for this beloved character. Number 2, Lilith and Narc. In the 1970s, the original Teen Titans team added a number of new members and allies, enough that they were eventually able to spin off into their own team, the Titans West. One of these members was Lilith Clay, a young psychic with a mod fashion sense who used her ability to see impressions of the future to help the team. Lilith came to develop a relationship with Narc, a time-displaced teenage caveman with a gentle soul. A love between a hip psychic chick and a gentle giant caveman is one of those beautiful concepts that you only ever see in superhero comics. But Narc has hardly been seen since the 70s, and the New 52 version of Lilith is just as dark and weird and stupid as you might imagine. Hopefully someone with a heart can find a place for these two in the future. And number 1, Duncan and Bumblebee. Duncan and his girlfriend Karen Beecher have an important role in comics history as two of DC Comics' first black heroes, and they both made their debut in the Teen Titans series. Mal began as a civilian who saves the Titans from a street gang, but soon takes on a number of superhero identities. First, the Guardian, then Hornblower, then Herald, then Vox. Karen uses her super science skills to build a suit with Bumblebee powers, and is later shrunk to B-size by mysterious energy. The two were members of the Doom Patrol before the Flashpoint event, but have scarcely been seen since. The 2015 series Titans Hunt hints that there may be a place in the new continuity for characters like Mal, Lilith, and Narc, so we all have our fingers crossed for these guys. That's all for this week. Join us next time when we count down 5 more cool things. Thanks for watching this episode of Fantastic Fives. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comic facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comic awesomeness.